Do you know when Henry Ford broke barriers? Well, it all started on October 1st, 1908, when Henry Ford released the Ford Model T. He said, "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." Henry Ford followed that motto and created one of the most innovative cars today.
Henry Ford started out building the Ford Model T in a shed behind his home. In 1903, he later created Ford Motor Company, and 5 years later he released the Ford Model T. With this car coming out, they became a massive demand for the car. Ford thought of a revolutionary new way to mass produce these cars. These way including large production plants, the use of standardized interchangeable parts, and
On December 1st, 1913, Henry Ford installed the first moving assembly line for the mass production of an entire car. It reduced the time it took to build a car from more than 12 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes. This has led many companies now to be using the assembly line. Even Ford companies still use the assembly line. Everything from cereal to caskets are made on assembly lines.
Ford started with his car running for 30 seconds. With this amount of time, he knew he was on the right track for success. He perfected his invention on October 1st, 1908. It was a self-starting vehicle on the left-side steering wheel, featuring an enclosed 4-cylinder engine with a detachable cylinder head and a one-piece cylinder block. The car was held together by a vanadium alloy steel. It offered good strength despite its light weight. The car had horsepower of 22. If it could go up to 40 miles, it could run on gasoline or hemp-based fuel. The car also featured a good ground clearance that could take worse roads to drive on. This feature is making instinct to rural drivers. The car costed about $825 at the time.
Ford provided many jobs for people in the area. With his invention, it created a way for people to travel to their jobs, so people aren't having to walk 30 minutes to their job. So when the Model T came out, people could have further jobs from their home and more jobs available. People wouldn't have to live close to town.